Many of history's greatest thinkers and creators understood this. They sought solitude not as a retreat, but as a return to their essence, a return to the source of their inspiration. Whether it was Thoreau in the woods, Einstein lost in thought, or Rumi in silent reflection, their solitude was not emptiness, it was fullness, it was connection, it was power. So how can we embrace solitude in our own lives? Start small. Set aside a few minutes each day to sit quietly with yourself. No phone, no music, no distractions, just you and the present moment. At first it might feel uncomfortable. Your mind will wander, you might feel restless, but with time, you'll begin to notice something profound. The noise will quiet, the restlessness will fade, and in its place, you'll find clarity. You'll find peace. You'll find yourself. As you grow more comfortable with solitude, you'll begin to see its impact on your life. You'll become less reactive, more grounded. You'll start to hear the whispers of your intuition, the quiet voice of your inner wisdom. And perhaps most importantly, you'll realize that you are never truly alone. In your aloneness, you are connected to everything. The boundaries between self and other blur, and you see that life is not a series of separate parts, but a seamless whole. As you grow more comfortable with solitude, you'll begin to see its impact on your life. You'll become less reactive, more grounded. You'll start to hear the whispers of your intuition, the quiet voice of your inner wisdom. And perhaps most importantly, you'll realize that you are never truly alone. In your aloneness, you are connected to everything. The boundaries between self and other blur, and you see that life is not a series of separate parts, but a seamless whole. This is the power of solitude. It is not about escaping the world, but embracing it. It is not about isolation, but integration. It is not about being less, it is about being more present, more aware, more alive. So the next time you find yourself alone, don't see it as a void, see it as an invitation to explore the depths of your being, an invitation to reconnect with the essence of life, an invitation to rediscover the power that has always been within you. Imagine for a moment that life is a symphony, with each moment, thought, and feeling playing its unique note. We often seek harmony in the external world, believing that connection to others and the busyness of life completes us. But what if the key to true peace lies not in the noise, but in the silence? What if solitude, often misunderstood as emptiness or isolation, is the doorway to the deepest truths about existence? For many, the thought of being alone is daunting. It's as if solitude presents a mirror, reflecting not only who we are, but also the stories we tell ourselves about who we think we should be. We often view being alone as synonymous with loneliness, as if our worth is determined by the connections we maintain or the roles we fulfill. But solitude is not the same as loneliness. In fact, solitude, when embraced, reveals the richness of life that lies beyond the surface. From the moment we are born, we are conditioned to see ourselves as separate. Separate from others, separate from nature, and separate from the universe. This perception creates a constant sense of striving. We seek validation, approval, and connection to fill what we believe is missing. But what if this separation is just an illusion? When we view death as the ultimate severing of connection, it becomes a source of existential dread. Yet, solitude provides an opportunity to dissolve this illusion of separation. In solitude, the boundaries of self begin to blur. You realize that you are not a solitary entity existing apart from the world, but an integral part of it. Picture yourself alone in nature, far from the distractions of daily life. The wind doesn't merely blow around you, it moves through you. The silence isn't just an absence of noise, it resonates within you. In this stillness, you may sense something extraordinary. The interconnectedness of all things. The same force that moves the stars also moves you. The intelligence that blooms a flower resides within your breath. The separations we once believed in, the lines between self and other, between life and death, begin to dissolve. Solitude invites us to rewrite the story of who we are. It reminds us that we are not merely in the universe, we are the universe experiencing itself in this unique form. We live in a world that fears silence. We fill every moment with sound, with distractions, with conversations, as though silence is something to be avoided. But silence is not empty. It is brimming with potential. True silence is not the absence of sound, but the presence of stillness. It is the space between the notes that makes music resonate, the pause between words that gives language meaning. Think about the spaces between words when you speak. Without pauses, language would be incomprehensible, a chaotic blur of sounds. Similarly, silence in life is not a void, but a canvas. It is the foundation upon which everything meaningful is created.